tears in my eye, trying to read a letter from my home. If this train runs right, I'll see my woman tomorrow night. I'm 800 miles from my home. I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. I'll do one, I'll do two, I'll do three, I will do four. I'll do 5 pills, then no more. If this train runs right, I'll see my woman tomorrow night. I'm 900 miles from my home. I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow.
Through lakes and chains, every lake was Jesus' name. Keep your hands on that plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your hands on that plow. Hold on. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all them prophets dead and gone. Keep your hands on that plow. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, keep your hands on that plow, hold on. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all them prophets dead and gone. Keep your hands on that plow. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Keep your hands on that plow. Hold on.
Hello everybody. Just getting my last couple of things set up here. Come on, Discord. There we go. Oh, that's super bright. Well, hello everybody. We are on. I hope you're all doing well today. My hope is to work on the capital ship a bunch today. I'd really like to get some more of the decoration, as well as swapping out the thick plating for the thin plating. Let's see, I need... Oop. We're gonna take this, spawn it. Somewhere? Oh, there it is. And we're gonna run over to Django's capital ship real quick, and we're gonna take a look at that. I did a bunch of work last night. The only reason I didn't really stream it is because it was super boring. It was just me adding and removing beams repeatedly, trying to figure out the what actually works best in most situations. I think that beaming is far more important than I originally gave credit. Like, I've always known it's important, but it was I think it's more important than I originally thought, as far as keeping devices connected and things like that. So we're gonna have a crash course. Hi Damage, how are you today? So we're gonna park this bad boy in here. Hey Dirty. There's still, I guess I still have a few windows missing. Or is this you're doing? I wonder if this is Jongo's doing. Because I think I put all the windows back in last night. Or at least most of them. So, I did find your present, thank you. It was bolted to the top of the car there. Oh, he's done changes. Oh, we're upside down, maybe not. Maybe those are windows missing off the bottom, not the top. Oh, he's definitely made changes. Because I had all this floor back in. Okay, so let's see. So yesterday, I want to go and show you where we were yesterday. Where in the world is it? This one. So I'm going to bring up the stream from yesterday. And I'll show you where we started. Let's see if this works. That's not what we need. I have too many windows open. You don't need to see my video manager. Okay, let's try it. Let's try now. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. So this is yesterday's video. Whenever we let's mute it. You don't need to talk. But you can see how the beams looked yesterday. See how everything is very. There's lots of disjointed little pieces kind of everywhere. I hurry along a little bit. We can get to. You can kind of get a better look across the ship. You can see how there's lots and lots of, there we go, just lines and beams and stuff everywhere. I was trying to get a better view of it here, but you can kind of see how nothing's really connected and there's beams everywhere. And if I stop this and switch back, and then we turn the same thing on today, let the beams load up. You can see, well, there's still a lot of beams because it's a big ship. Everything is now connected. There's no little pieces. And I learned a trick yesterday, which we have to kind of go outside to show you, and this might be helpful. We go outside, we got to get back in the correct zone. We got to go around the corner here. And I've learned that if you smash your face into a window, hold on, it's still loading the other zone, so let it switch. There, if we smash your face into a window, you get this beautiful black and white view, and we can now see the boxes a lot clearer. Hey, good praxis. So now we can see the beams. And we can see that each beam runs the length of the ship as much as it can. And that each of these devices is now attached as cleanly as possible. There's a set of nozzle supports that you can't do symmetrically just with the shape of the ship. So this one's a little weird, but everything else is. So in these different views you can get a pretty good look and see how each of the beams is essentially the green line goes right as close to the end as possible, which is what gives you your warp frame optimization, which we started yesterday at 80. We got up to 87. I once dabbled at 88, but it didn't last. So this is kind of where we're at. Everything looks pretty clean still. Django said that he took it to zone 5 today and something disconnected. Oh, there's something weird here. So if we look, we're gonna use this window to our advantage. See how there's something weird going on here. I don't know if this is what disconnected, but it's not, it's got something wrong. Not necessarily wrong, but I'm going to turn off this for a second. So we've got 2 of those. I'm going to steal his plating again. I imagine it's a very similar system. So we've got, see, it's not symmetrical. That's, you can't always make it symmetrical. Like we have a beam that comes through here, which actually just might be the issue. If we get rid of this beam completely, then we can put one of these guys in here. And then we can do like this, I suppose. Oh no, we need a little one on the end here. Get the line. It's just like a damn puzzle. But we made come on, click in there. We made massive improvements between yesterday and today. So yes, these thrusters disconnected, and you said all 4 prop tanks. And both processing units and 1 exorium tank. We only have 1 exorium tank, I think. So we'll go and look at those and see. Oh, that didn't change anything. It doesn't appear. Oh, it did a little. Yeah, it did. It's all better now. So that one's better. Let's put these. I didn't touch your ducting. All I played with was beams. Yep, I didn't do anything except beams yesterday, so if anything else was broken, I did steal a lot of windows, just because I had to take them out to do stuff. Alright, so that...
Hi pointer, hi chat, and beam me up please.
Hi Ghost, how are you?
I'm good, I'm trying out moon mining.
Oh yeah? Can everybody hear Ghost okay? You sound a little quiet to me.
Weird.
Yeah, you're weird. Correct.
Wow.
So those front ones are also being weird. Hey, you started with all your dad jokes. I'm just continuing what you started.
Okay. Now I'm disappointed.
Alright, let's see. You got a window ripped out of under here? Somewhere? Yeah, we do. So many lines. Alright, what do we got going on? So that's all looks pretty good. All good with the sound here, excellent. Let me turn down, turn just everything up in my head. It might be my own headphones. Alright, so We're gonna put.
The annoying thing about moon mining is like mining the scraps left because the lasers don't destroy all the ores for the miner.
Yep. Or most people just leave them behind. Oh. That,
Yeah, but sometimes it's like a big blob, so you don't leave them behind.
that's true. So if we take this out, that shouldn't be able to. Moon mining's not something I messed with.
Me neither. Anorak is basically giving me the help. I borrowed a moon miner.
Yeah, he's good for giving ships away.
I only operate them. So as repayment, I will share my mining.
All right, so there, those thrusters look better now. There's no post on the outside of this because there's a window there. It would change. You'd have to, but you could put a post on the outside that might help. That would get you a T on the other end, but there was no room to put one there. This middle one's just weird because it joins all sorts of directions. Like there's a beam trying to come in 3 different directions. So that one will never be perfect. These look pretty good. You said the Exorium, right? You said both Exorium processing units. They look good. The only hope there might be because they're at the edge of the zone. If maybe we moved them away from the edge of the zone, then we could connect them on both ends. But I can't put any. We can't put beams on this end. It won't recognize them unless we move the Exorium. I mean, you have lots of space to do that. If we got all of these just one box. Oh, here's the question. Which Exorium processing, or which Exorium tank?
Hey, damage. How damaged was the day today?
Jongo, which Exorium tank? Do you remember which one got disconnected? I'm wondering if it has to do with them being right on the edge of the zone.
PowerPoint, is it true that dad jokes can hurt yourself, can hurt people over time, like the ones who make the jokes? It hurts.
The one by the window.
So far, that means you expect damage.
I guess what I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna main menu. We're gonna give it a second. Then I'm gonna log back in and see if it had a chance to update.
Also, Moonmine has one advantage over mining rocks. Not much of trash or like Valkite or Atatite.
Okay, so we still got lines. Yeah, it's not something I've messed with moon mining. I want to. So that didn't do any good. I would have to jump it somewhere maybe. Is that when it disconnects, Jongo? Is when you actually use it? Yeah, I would just probably take this tank and move it to, I would do the same thing on all of them. Just take this pillar out and move it down. And do the same thing here. Just put them on this end. I swear I just heard somebody crash. So everything's still, nope, did that back one change again? It did. Look, it's not right again. Something's weird here. Well, this shouldn't cause it to disconnect because these actually aren't connected to anything, but
Means something that confuses me is like, is the ore is it like the ores you get out of the moon mining, are they generated randomly or are they always below Earth?
I thought the ores were all pre-generated, like a game knows all of that beforehand.
Every time someone passes by,
But I am not 100%.
cast an imperious eye.
Alright, what happened there? Oh, maybe it has to update. That didn't fix it either.
And I squawk, a mighty squawk.
Where is it getting this cross piece? This is the part that's screwing it up. Is this... There's a bar that this green line comes across here. It's not coming in the center of this. I'm trying to figure out what's it's trying to center with. So that did update all by itself when we logged off. What if we trade one of these for two of the... It's stupid crap like this that bugs me. Alright, let's try the other side to make it symmetrical. So let's see, it says moon mining is if you start digging, they start to render, but if you leave, it de-renders and you start digging again. Well, I mean, you can see other people's trenches. So that didn't change anything.
I mean, probably mining the specific rocks for the ore is still faster, but...
Oh, I don't have any more Baltium. Yeah, I don't have any idea how that works out.
Because some ores refuse to get mined by the lasers, and then you have to do the manual work. I mean, you're pretty much mastered that.
I've pretty much mastered what, the manual work?
Yeah. Because I mean, every time I see you mining, you're completely mining with the pickaxe, no matter how big the rock.
I do tend to use the pickaxe, but I've been doing other stuff recently. Just because I need. Yeah, I was using the Badger just because I've needed so many more ores than I needed before. All right. So that fixed that.
Also, I feel like even if the rocks are bigger, you get still less out of it than from a rock.
Who is... Oh, there he is. There's Dirty. I'm like, whose shadow is up there? So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go ahead and try and move those tanks. Thank you, Damage. So I think we're going to try and move those tanks. All I can think is it has something to do with those zones.
Friend zone? Honestly, the amount of dad jokes I make, I must have a child somewhere out there, but I don't know how. I never donated, and yeah, no further elaborating.
Alright, we're gonna take that out. And we're gonna move it down here. Alright, we gotta... These lines Kill me. Alright, we're gonna put
Later.
this in its place. I think that's gonna be a single. That's 4. Okay, so we need another 4. Nope, that's not gonna work. It's not in the right spot. Why will you not? There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna put yeah, I see you updated the ducting. I didn't touch the ducting, but this is a little better. Yeah. You could probably just connect both sets of to one line, like you could probably do both of these if you just ran it down the middle and you ran it down the middle, you might be able to reach. It reaches pretty far. Alright, so now we're gonna need 2s. I didn't bring enough Baltium to I didn't bring any Baltium. I thought for sure last night I was done. I was super excited. But you have crushed my hopes and dreams. Hi, Cerulean. What is the Moon Merchant Carrier? And now we can put one on this end. Oh, how do we do this? Oh. So we needed 2. We'll see. I've got a few beams. I just have to be sparing with them. I mean, I have 186 of the 4x1s, but those aren't what we need. So I need another here. Alright, now we'll take a look and see if we have anything better. Come on, update. There we go, we got updated. It looks clean. I can put one of those there. One of those there. Come on. Update, there we go. So we didn't drop our warp optimization at all. We have good lines all the way across. And it's away from the... It's near origin. It's a jump ship, but the color is blue with the symbol for the name and a color I've never seen before in the game. I wonder if that's Kai doing something. Did I reconnect it? I did. And this side looks good. Everybody's connected. Okay. So we take this out, we stick a 4 in there. There we go. Then we'll have to take that out. This out. This out. We're just ripping them out. Alright, now we take this Exorium tank out. Put it here. Nope. Alright. This. Oh, and Django, does it happen every time that you make a jump? Like if we did a test flight real quick, are we pretty much guaranteed that it would drop them if it's gonna happen? Do we have them all the way down, all the way up? Oh, there's the problem. This is a problem. Yes, try it. I'll have to see if there's propellant or something. We can just go to... Oh, I can't see anything. We can just go to origin or something. I'll have to run and get a chip.
Crisps.
Crisps? Like...
Nav crisps.
Oh, crisps, nav chips. Yeah, they don't call them crisps here. They are definitely
I don't care.
chips. Like when you say a crisp, that's not a term that I use. So what do we have to do here? We need a doubler, maybe? Do they call them crisps in Germany? What do we call them in What do we call them in German?
Chips.
Chips. See, that's what we call them here too. Crisps are British people. They also screw up biscuits. It's another term they use wrong. Yeah, we'll take a test flight here. Dirty, do you have a chip somewhere close by chance? If not, I can just go run and get one, but my, I don't think I have any in my inventory. No, I've got nothing on me. Yeah, someplace that it only takes a second to fly to, like Origin or something along those lines. So this one has to go this way, and then up there, and then in the middle. And now we've got singles. This one needs a... Oh! There's like just a tiny bit of lag that causes me to yank the mouse all over the place. Do your generators ever disconnect? Django? Or are they okay? Okay, we've moved everything away from the zone end. These ones don't, they don't make the same. Do they normally disconnect? Oh, normally everything disconnects, right? I can't really move the generators really anywhere though, because there's a... It would take it past your... We would have to redo a bunch of ducting. But if it didn't disconnect, well, I guess we could split the generators. We could put 3 on this side, or even just 1 on this side, but yes, they normally disconnect. So maybe we did make some progress yesterday. Okay, everything looks good. Dirty, why don't you fly us somewhere? Can you do that? Do you have permissions to fly? I would assume you do. No gas. Alright, I think I have some, let me grab my little speeder.
It's called fuel!
It's actually called propellant. But, let me go grab no gas or exo.
Imagine calling a liquid gas. Come on, man.
It's gasoline.
You know I'm joking.
Yeah, I assumed you were. Alright, where's my ship? Alright, how much propellant are we gonna need? How many filler rods? Or filler tools? Do you want me to pick up? So we'll just need 1 exo. One exo. Does he need propellant or exo? Just EXO? Watch me have one in my... I don't. I was thinking I might have one in my inventory. Actually, one of each. Yeah, excellent. All I gotta do is get in the safe zone here. I got, I worked on the capital ships some this morning, switching standard plating modules for the thin plating, and I was able to cut quite a bit of weight off of the Scarnite.
Good evening, clean human.
EXO. Alright, we got one of each. Oh, one of them is out in space for some reason. Hi, Dirty, how are you?
Do you want to grab 2 maybe of each, just in case it disconnects?
Hold on. Let me crank you all the way up. I can't hear you. You're very quiet, bud.
Oh.
Shove that microphone in your mouth.
maybe 2 of each, just in case it disconnects.
Alright.
Is that too loud?
No. I have you pushed all the way up and you're still fairly quiet. Alright, let me make one filler tool.
The only disappointing thing I had with moon mining this was like the blobs are large, but they have like low volume.
Yeah, I was planning on asking Dirty Human if he ever comes back from wherever he is in the middle of nowhere, for him to take us moon mining one day, and we'll go through the entire process of how it works from getting to the surface. And I don't think we'll do hours and hours of mining, but we'll do a bit of mining, and then, if you're alright with that, Dirty.
Yeah, anytime.
Well, it's really at your schedule, which seems to be pretty wide open.
My schedule is good for this. Yes.
Yeah, they're telling you that you need to adjust your antenna. Dirty, you're still pretty quiet. Deep throat that mic. I don't think I can. Maybe I can turn him up a little more. I can start redlining.
Weird.
Yeah, it's audio is strange. There's good praxis. He's a little disappointed because we're working on capital ships today, and he thinks those are stupid.
How dare he?
Capital ships are stupid. They don't shoot at anybody.
I mean, that's where people for.
Yeah, well, we don't actually shoot at each other with people either. We do not stupid, just boring. Well, this is more interesting. I've gotten into the weeds here with capital ships, and I'm finding it a bit more interesting than just decorating. This whole beaming conundrum has... let's see, we need both EXO. Does it need prop at this point, or I just need to put EXO in it?
Just put an EXO in there.
He's got 3 EXO tanks. I'm only gonna do 1.
Yeah.
I love how you just kind of point it at it and then throw it away. All right, we should be good. Take us somewhere special.
Let's go to zone 5 quick.
The SSC is much more interesting. Yes, and I do find the SSC more interesting. It's just so goddamn frustrating. Uh-oh, are you guys enjoying Monday praxis sessions? Is that something we want to continue? I know I enjoy them, but I'd like to get more people involved.
It's entertaining watching you be a bullet sponge for praxis.
Yeah, when you take a drink of water, close your mouth before you pull the water away. I forgot how to drink there for a second.
Don't feel bad, I spilled some queso on me like 5 minutes ago.
Maybe it's the chemicals in the water.
It's not this water. This is reverse osmosis water, but And I noticed. Oh, he's back down to 8. I had it up to 9 kilometers a second last night. So we picked up some speed by ripping out. He has layers of windows in between all these layers of plates, and that's just
Unneeded.
unnecessary. Yeah, you don't need the windows in between the. I have an inventory full of windows because I wasn't going to tell you. I was just going to leave them out when I replayed everything.
By the way, Farpoint,
That's me.
thanks for being part of a stream. I mean, it's still I need to make a thanks.
For what? What?
Oh, but I'm allowed to hop in and chat with you, enjoy the game.
Oh, you're
Yada yada.
Oh, you're welcome to come in anytime. I don't.
Also, probably makes me learn how to speak enough for so Twitch doesn't flag everything. So I learn to be less profanity.
Oh. Just use your German words. It's not gonna pick those up.
Ach, halt's Maul.
Yeah, just slide in the German cuss words, and it won't know those.
You sure?
Well, the thing about
I mean,
go ahead.
Damage knows my words.
Yeah, but Twitch doesn't. So. Yeah, this is what we're talking about, Django. These layers of the glass in between the layers, you just don't need them. You can take them all out because they're ridiculously heavy. If we go to Windows, I think they're the 4x4 deeps. They are 144,000 kilograms a piece.
If you... Was that the crafting menu, or was that in your inventory?
That's the crafting window.
If you go in your inventory, they weigh differently. Like if you have one on you.
Oh yeah, I have all the ones I didn't put back in. But they're 18,000. Why are they? Oh, these are. Why do they weigh something different?
I don't know.
What happened?
So
Did I run out of battery?
Oh, you're here. I still hear you.
No, it's more like the ship didn't flew straight.
Oh. I love when it runs out of battery and you're like, what is, and it's just flying circles.
Also, the screen is so confusing. You can't see the battery of it.
What are you flying?
His surface miner.
Oh, the surface miner. Yeah. Do you know what ship that is? Is it something special?
BT. The Surfacer.
So let's see. How many? One window is 4 of these plates, right?
Oh, I have another suspicion. It's the ores in the ship. I gave up on filling it fully.
Where are you mining? Where are you mining at, Ghost?
The moon.
Elysium moon?
Yeah, the flashbang moon.
Excellent. Now he's on Elysium. Good praxis. You can find him.
Fuck you. Oh fuck.
You know, my stream is rated for mature audiences, so you don't have to worry about that. I don't use much profanity, not a ton of it anyways, and I don't care that other people do unless it's like every other word. Then it's just
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean like the average rap song?
Well, it's like it loses the idea of cussing is to put emphasis on something, and it just loses it if you use it all the time. Like you're downplaying how useful good cussing can be.
except if you are Australian, basically every
yes.
second word's cunt.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's funny is that particular word is not okay in America.
I mean, I also some reason learned if I speak English, I cuss in English, but in German I cuss in German. It's hard to mix both.
I just think it's
funny
that
I can't do Danglish.
Danglish. I think that's Swedish, right? That's
Danglish is more like a German word called like people who speak English and German combined. It's just meh. It's not.
Good Praxis wants you to go ahead and stream on Discord if you don't mind, so that he can have a better chance of finding you.
No, Praxis, I will not.
Oh, look at that! Dirty's moonwalking. Why are you moonwalking?
Dude,
Got that.
got some style, you know?
I thought Michael Jackson's already dead.
He didn't invent the moonwalk anyways. He just made it popular.
Aww.
That's a misnomer. He's doing like the slowest running man ever.
Do you have a surface miner yet?
Me? I've never even done it. I've never, other than watching Cerulean for hours on end, I haven't messed with moon mining at all.
I would love to have one of the ones he has, or that surfacer.
Cerulean's looks pretty badass. I do have to admit.
Yeah. Kind of want it.
Oh, you stopped it.
Mm.
All right, come on. I do like the 3-minute charge time. Why is his charge time so much longer? He's got 6 generators. Are they all connected? Yeah. Yeah, they're all.
Maybe how many processing units? He has 2, or
Maybe I didn't
he has only 1. Yeah, he might need more.
He does have 2 here. It's probably not connected because I moved it.
Yeah, it only says 1 right here.
Praxis,
Oh.
if you want to kill me so badly,
So-
I'm somewhere around the Moon City in the areas.
Remind me before we jump back, Dirty. I moved it so we didn't reconnect it. That was my mistake. 3 minutes I think is fine. 2 minutes would be better, but I think 3 minutes is a reasonable charge time.
It's acceptable.
Yeah, it's not forever. Like, what? 3 minutes.
Better than 20 something, or
Right?
whatever it was with the 1.
I think it was like 17 or something awful. Everything looks connected. He said all of his prop tanks disconnected. We're gonna see if we have to. It's hard to move these prop tanks. We can move them. I can't move that one from the end. We could make a second row of them.
What flying became hard because it likes drift away like to the right down.
How many kilometers around the Moon City, Praxis asks. Alright, I think we're good to go.
Alright.
Push button.
50.
Alright, now Django says it's when they re-render.
Halfway point?
What?
Maybe at the halfway point?
Yeah, I don't know. He says when they re-render, the equipment renders in first, but then it's all disconnected. Oh, so much. It's like the clouds are going in.
I actually don't know if I have a Farpoint chip on me, actually.
Uh-oh. Do you have a... Uh-oh.
Well, we can use a reconstruction machine.
Well, there's no reconstruction machine in here.
Also, Praxis, I would never stream because the ship isn't mine.
Alright, let's see what's connected. Do you have a... Where do you have a... Well, I am connected to a reconstruction machine. Let's see. Generators are good. What looks disconnected up there? Can you just look at the...
Still got pretty much everything, actually. Well, 4 thrusters.
4 thrusters disconnected.
How many is there total?
Oh, no, there's only 4 total.
Oh, so there's 4. 2 exo tanks, 6 propellant tanks, 6 generators, 1 exorium.
There's
unit.
3 exo tanks, but I moved one and didn't reconnect it, so that's my deal.
Okay.
So
We're good, yeah.
well, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, because those 2 weren't connected, they might have disconnected. So let's try that. We have to go back somehow, though. Okay.
You know, we could I
Well,
can just jump my cat back.
that's what I was thinking. I can do the same thing if
Either way.
one of us jumps back, take the chip with you, and just bring a Farpoint chip. If you want to go ahead and start that process, and I'll get this stuff plugged back in. Sorry about that. I didn't think about the Farpoint chip.
No, neither did I, man.
Yeah, we only needed one way.
Well,
We need to-
It's good enough to disconnect it, I guess.
We need to dump some Farpoint chips at the station here.
I mean, Praxis, you probably should have figured out that I already scammed you with my location.
All right, Django. Everything but the 2 things I didn't have plugged in stayed. So all your prop tanks stayed plugged in this time. all your generators, all your thrusters. Let's see how they look beaming wise. Wait for the lines to show up. There they are. Haha, watch your back. We look... Everything looks exactly like it's supposed to look. So maybe we hit the sweet spot. The only thing I would suggest is moving this generator and this prop tank. I mean, you could just put them in their own row right here. Or split them. Yeah, I'd probably put them in their own row for now. Or you could turn these 6 prop tanks into 2 rows of 3, and the same with the generators. That might work as well. Yeah, just copy the beams over. Just do the exact same thing you see, on this end. And I mean, you technically could probably move them closer to the border, but I don't think you want them. I think this zone boundary messes with things. So I wouldn't go closer than a block. And also, like, that's not the one I want to delete, but we need, you don't need any of this actually, past this piece. Inventory, I think one of these is called a cap, right?
Chipotle, yummy.
No, that's a restaurant I don't like.
Really?
It's just it's such a mess to eat.
It is. I just, like I said, I spilled queso on myself, so. Like,
it tastes okay. Well, there's 2 things. I don't like cilantro. It tastes like soap to me. So I don't eat cilantro.
I heard some Cracker Barrels closed down.
Yeah, that was in Washington.
How surprising.
I love Cracker Barrel. If you've ever been in the United States.
Yeah, I don't say that they are bad, just that's actually in Washington. It's kind of surprising.
No, Cracker Barrel is a traditional American place, and everything in Washington is not traditional American.
I said Cracker Barrel is probably good. Will never be there because I live in Europe, but I'm just not surprised that's in Washington.
Yeah, Washington is a strange place anymore. We're gonna stretch this over just a little bit, and then we'll put a cap on it, but it keeps it away from that.
That's the Wild West for ya.
The Wild, that's not the Wild West.
I know.
Washington is west, yes. But that's the Pacific Northwest. I
don't want to be a little bit further. I don't want to get you in trouble.
You can't get me in trouble, I don't think.
It's probably because of rising crime.
Maybe, yeah. It could be that. Homelessness, yeah. Yeah, the crime in Portland, in Oregon, and Washington has gotten pretty bad.
Even now the crime rises. I don't want to be political, but I would say they get what I voted for.
You get what you voted for. That's a loaded statement.
Oh.
I mean, in Germany, we want to shut down. We are probably already shut down our nuclear power plants. We are about to ban gas radiators. Like, why?
Django's cap shit rubbed off on mine, apparently.
What, you got disconnected?
No, just the frame little thing where you just have to go re-render it or whatever.
Also, probably I'm just a bit grumpy because you need to keep pressing buttons to fly straight.
Be over there in a couple minutes here.
It's alright. Alright, we can take a peek. I don't want to rip it apart too much. I wish I could charge it without a destination in it. Because I could get it going. But you cannot. Everything looks pretty good. half is cursed. Actually, it didn't do bad this time.
I mean, damage, you know I agree with you. Don't worry. Do you know how fucked like, probably our industry is now because of rising energy costs? We'll probably all go to Asia now.
Well, I mean, they have the same rising energy costs. They just don't have the same wage costs that the rest of the world does.
I mean, like, they are allowed to have coal and nuclear power plants, but we are not. That's some double standards.
Well, you guys signed into the Paris Climate Accord. That's what that was about.
I don't think it was that useful.
Oh, there's something missing
We
here.
we barely even contributing to the global CO2 emissions per year.
Yeah.
And yet we're going hardline. Come on, man.
I just thought it was funny. Here in the United States, they decided by 2035, California was not going to have any more gasoline-powered cars. But
That's California. Don't expect anything intelligent from them.
I mean, it's a noble goal, but their energy grid can't run the current consumption levels, let alone switching all of the fossil fuels to renewables. While it's a noble goal, it's just they put in these arbitrary timelines, and I don't know. I don't think it's going to work with the current rate at which renewables are improving. There's something not right there.
The policies are probably as intelligent as like Berlin in Germany.
Huh.
What is that?
Am I right, damage?
That one should be
Probably
something different.
California is in terms of like stupid policies on the same level as Berlin.
Well, I mean, most metropolitan areas have very different politics to rural areas.
I mean, do you know like the unpleasant area around big city train stations?
Oh, that didn't work.
You need to expand that area to city size, and you got Berlin.
Oh. See, we don't train stations here are only in metro areas, and even then subways aren't as big of a deal as they are in other places. What the hell?
I mean, your trains are kind of wacky, as we've shown in like Ohio.
Oh, well, that's where I live.
Oh my God! Hope you're okay.
Yeah, I live about an hour from where that happened.
Oh no.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Now you made me worries. Come on, man. Why? I have to worry about more friends.
There's something like, I didn't realize it, but there's something like 1,700 train derailments a year in the United States.
They can count the minor ones where it's just like a wheel pops off quick or something.
Yeah, or an empty car flips over, that sort of thing.
God bless America.
It's a hot mess, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
I mean, there's one thing I also bit jealous and envy about America. You're allowed to have guns.
Yeah. Or that.
Yeah.
We're allowed to use them.
Yeah, or Germany now.
For now.
For now, yeah. For now. Alright,
I honestly agree. Like, an armed population is harder to control. Or to oppress. But can we I hate talking police, but it will never stop. Help me stop it, please.
Why will you not go all the way through? Come on. Come on, line. You're supposed to go there. Go there. Maybe? Come on. This line. Go. Go over. What the is wrong with you? We moved. We switched something. Alright. How long till you get back here?
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Go ahead and charge.
Hello back. My name is Dad.
Charge it up here.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure it'll charge with me effing with it.
Oh. I can wait. Is it connected?
I think the pieces are all connected. I'm just playing with the frame.
Gotcha.
I'll stop here in a second, but something weird is going on in this one piece of.
Yeah, says everything's okay. Funny.
Well, I'm probably not messing with enough of it to. But there is something. Oh, here's the problem. Do you see how, if you're watching the stream, you see this one block is disconnected. This is what happens. And this is why I don't like the generators and stuff at the zone border. This happens sometimes at the zone border. This block, for whatever reason, just will not see. It's its own thing. It doesn't see it as being connected here.
Also, I'm back soon.
Okay. So if we switch it to one that's longer and away from the zone border, you'll get a lower frame integrity from it because of the green line is essentially shorter, but it doesn't seem to break at the ends.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, see that was all because of that one block. And this is what happened. My hanger disconnected earlier, and everybody says you just take a block out and put it back in, and that's just forcing it to redo the frame integrity. But if you look closely, if you bring up the lines, you'll notice there will be one block that was kind of like this one, where it's all by itself, and that'll break your frame.
Yep, I had one for a while too.
So what you can do is it's all about trying to get the frames in an order in which no matter how many times they re-render, it can't come up with a different calculation, if that makes sense. You know, there's no decisions for it to make. There's only one answer to the problem. And that's usually trying to minimize the number of beams that you're using while still having the longest possible beam. So I think it's just a constant fiddling until you get the perfect. So like there's a too long beam here and then a 1, and I think you would delete this entire thing and put as many long ones in as you can and try to do it symmetrically where you start from both ends and work towards the middle. See, like this has 3 singles in the middle, a long one. See, it's not symmetric. This one might actually be symmetrical, but these 2s do not need to be here. We can go. Do they? Oh, it's not symmetrical because there's not a single here at the end. So like, yeah, it's stuff like this where you need to take the entire beam apart and make it symmetrical from both ends. Hi, Narek.
I think I'm gonna have to look at my frame now too.
Well, and this is all speculation, but the more that I mess with it, the more that I'm able to get the frame, the more symmetrical I'm able to get it, the sturdier it seems to be. And I sat in mine, and I just kept logging out and logging back in, and it would recalculate some of these in different orders. And I kept messing with it until there's only one order that it can possibly be.
Nice.
So I think when the ship re-renders in flight, what Django is happening is it's recalculating some of these frame integrities and then popping those lines around. I'd like to look at somebody else's capital ship that also has like disconnecting issues, kind of to make more hypothesis, you know, to get some more data on how this works.
No, that's doing it right, that's for sure.
I can't find any information online that clearly says what the issue is. But I know that a lot of people have like hanger disconnection issues. Like I think Pepa has hanger disconnection issues, and Django certainly did. But this still looks like a mess, but there's a lot less lines than there were yesterday. But don't crash it.
Yeah, it looks a lot better, yeah.
Well, so if you take a look from outside the window, like smash your face against one of the outside of these windows, and it's a completely different view. What you can see so much more clearly from the outside. It's crazy.
I can see clearly.
Yeah. Are we going somewhere?
I think I charged you up. Can you select it, or do you need to be?
Oh no, it's not charged yet. It's still going. We got a minute. How long did this one take? Did it say?
3.
3. Okay, so we're we were good as far as connections go. We need to get you a reconstruction mechanic. Yeah, I've read the wiki, but it didn't make a ton of sense, to be honest. But yeah, I think these white squares are far more important than... I was only ever led to believe that it was the green lines, not necessarily the white squares.
I mean, it makes sense that it's got some kind of issue with it if it's highlighting it, right? I mean...
Yeah, there's something important about it.
Yeah. You got me, man. Who knows?
Hey, A-Dub. Usually the generators. Well, I would be interested in taking a look at your capital ship. The framing more than anything. If we can fix Django's, because his disconnects essentially every time. Alright, let's start this journey. I think we're charged. Ready? You ready to go?
I'm already on my cap, so...
Oh, you already went?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see what's disconnected this time. See if we made any. There's the re-render. 4 thrusters, 2 processing core units, 6 generators, 3 exorium. Everything still stayed connected. There's one more re-render though, right? Right before we land?
Yeah. Right after you stop.
Are we stopped? I can never tell when we're actually stopped.
Couple
There it
seconds,
goes.
And then it'll be boom.
6, 3, 6, 1, 4. Everything stayed. Yeah, Narek, we were just hopping back and forth a couple 100 kilometers to test out the disconnecting issues. All right, Django, everything stayed. So, I mean, that's until you tried a bunch of times. We'll see. But yeah, A-Dub, I'd like to take a peek at yours, or anybody that has disconnecting issues, because Django had it consistently, and we changed up his frame a lot, and we essentially fixed that issue.
You take it for another jump too, just a double whammy.
Yeah, we'll go. I don't have any chips.
Yeah,
I got it.
What we need on me.
Oh, you coming back?
Yeah.
You got them both this time?
Yeah.
We did drop the frame optimization to 86% that time, but I think 86 is okay.
Mhm.
And if I know that we could get it higher if we moved all this equipment around differently, because like these thrusters, ideally, there wouldn't be a beam between them. You'd have them crammed right next to each other, because that middle beam causes some problems. And it causes things to be kind of uneven, because it makes it 4, 8, 10. It makes it 11 blocks wide, which you then have some asymmetrical issues. But I think you're good. Where would be the best place for the reconstruction? I don't think it matters when your frame is correct. Yeah, next time you're around, just let me know. I can probably, if you're near Origin, I have a cap ship too now. I can hop back to Origin and we can take a look at it. This is a subject that I didn't think would be so interesting. But just messing with my own, it has become an interesting subject to me. I like the idea of fixing it. Oh yeah, for Origin, well, that's true. I can just go back to Origin. And now that I have a cap ship with a reconstruction machine, I can just go there. Okay. Are you coming back, Dirty?
Yep, I'm gonna fling myself to his ship with my anchor hull here.
You're gonna fling? Oh, you're gonna
despawn a ship as you go through it. Should be enough.
You need one of those rocket chairs. Let's have a party.
Perfect.
My cap ship, you're welcome to my cap ship anytime you want, but there's not much space for a party. I don't know if you've seen it, it's a tiny little boat. I made a dinghy. It's what it looks like, a tugboat.
I just ricocheted off the hangar hall. The others.
I got his hangar all up to 90% optimization yesterday.
I think that's what mine sits at.
You can actually get it a little higher than that, but oh, this is the window. I'm running into a window like somebody playing on their cell phone. See, and now this is all connected. Yesterday, these were all individual pieces. There were no long lines across the front of this at all.
Yeah, it's looking like it's helping quite a bit.
I would hope so.
2 jumps. Zero issue.
Yep, we'll try it. Do you need... I have fuel. Do you need me to refuel?
I think we're good.
Okay.
I got 2 on me as well. Just go with this one.
You should have seen me earlier. I was trying to make a nav chip, and I didn't realize that when you're looking at the nav machine and you type in the name that you want to put on the nav chip, it like locks up your ability to move around. And I was like, why?
Exactly
Why? Every time my mouse would cursor over the nav machine, I wouldn't be able to walk because it was just putting a bunch of W's.
Yep. Been there many times.
Well, it was, being that I wasn't familiar with it, I was so frustrated. I'm like, is my keyboard broken? What the is going on?
Mm-hmm.
I was close to buying a new keyboard because the nav chip logger thing has a text menu, a text window that it really wants you to be in. All right, everything looks. Oh. See, there's something weird. Something not working? Something weird. These...
The max volume is higher than it was earlier. I wonder why that is.
See, there's
enough thrusters.
Is it not working?
No, everything's connected. It's just earlier the max volume was lower than this.
So I see there's something here disconnected. Not disconnected, but is there's a place in the frame where I can't get it symmetrical just the way that his ship is built, and it doesn't like it. What?
That was scary. I saw something really... I saw the hangar hall at an angle.
Oh, that's weird.
The frame optimization thing.
See, yeah, there's some weird stuff like this.
This corner piece?
There's...
Yeah, this is odd.
So that, yeah, like this whole section is no longer... It doesn't see it as being together. And there's a weird corner piece there. Those are all together. What the f is happening? Well, at least they're connected now, but now there's no... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't like the way this connects, and it all has to do with... it's really hard to show you, but these thruster nozzle supports, the corners, when it connects, there's a cross piece. There's a cross beam that goes this way, and the cross beam that goes this way, which makes this corner like a 5-way intersection, which it really struggles with this 5-way intersection.
We need to put a roundabout in there.
And so no matter how I seem to do it, it does not like the 5-way intersection. What do I have? That's a 2. Is there what is in this corner? It's a single. What the hell? Oh, it's from below. So this single piece is actually connected vertically in order to keep it from trying to beam switch with all these other ones, which moves the center of this line. Oh, that's right. So these green lines will put a cross member at the center of the green line, which on the top here is here, and the center of the green line on the bottom is somewhere different. That's why we get this weird little box. And that's just the way that the corner of all of this comes together. Ideally, we'd move these thruster nozzles forward or back one, or get rid of them completely, but I think that involves moving like the entire thruster mechanism, the entire thruster setup backwards one, and I think is the problem, or forwards one or the other, because he's got two nozzle supports and he shouldn't need it. All right, we should be. Is the time up?
Yep, good to go.
All right.
Right on.
Now check the volume. Did it change?
It's at 87.
What was it at before?
I was on 60 something, I thought. When you were talking about when you got it to 9, I looked at it for a second and it was less than that. It's confusing.
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, thrusters are still connected, so.
All right,
Is
let's.
nozzle? Is it missing a nozzle?
Wait, how many thrusters are there?
4.
And it says they're not connected?
No, I'm confused why this is more than it was earlier.
I don't know. Yeah, well, the volume wouldn't change.
Yeah, it was at 60 something earlier.
That's a lot of volume difference.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a bug, maybe, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. We didn't change the volume at all. Well, I guess the only thing I did between now and then when you last looked at it was I connected those two devices.
Yeah, maybe it just didn't see him then. That's probably what it was.
All right, are we ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right, can we push start then?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see if everything stays connected. Cross your fingers.
The little asteroid came through. He's got some nav chips named SWWSW.
Yeah, I can totally get that. I was so frustrated earlier as to why the hell I couldn't move. I was 5 minutes from buying a new keyboard. I'm like, I broke it. I broke the keyboard, and then it would work. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Everything's good.
Where are we now? Are we home or are we at zone 5?
This is zone 5.
Okay, we gotta do it again.
Yeah.
Last jump, but I think we're good.
I have returned.
Alright, now that I got the proper chips.
Oh, good praxis.
But I also will go again because I closed Starbase for now. So yeah, also bye chat.
Have a great night, Ghost.
Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Perfect.
Perfect.
Looks like it's probably working better, honestly, after 3 jumps.
Yeah.
Just this one. I mean, if it stays good after this, that's
I think we're in good shape.
success.
Like, he's got to put it all together. I would tell him to rip all the glass out of this, though, Django. Like, all this glass is just excess weight.
Where's this glass?
It's in between these 2 layers here. If you come over here, you can see it. He's got plates on the top and the bottom, but he's got a layer of glass in the middle.
Oh yeah, that'll save you a bunch of weight.
Yeah, there's lots and I've removed a bunch of it. I did it without asking, too. Well, you can see this pile of plates here in the middle. This is all the plates that I removed yesterday. I just piled them up in the middle of the ship. All right, so we're charging again.
Yeah, that'll probably get them to 9, maybe. Is it 87% now?
Oh, this pile of plates in the middle might also not be helping.
Yeah. That's definitely a fair amount of weight.
Well, and if he only puts plates on either the top or the bottom, you know what I mean? Just put plates on the top. You're not going to run around on the ceiling in the
They
basement.
have this side.
Yeah, plated in the.
We're in the nice one.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that you're inside, does that hurt the shell rating? I mean, because if you needed more shell rating, you could just put those 216s on the sides of the beams.
Yeah.
Windows for sale. Well, you can use the Searchlight for something if you recycle them all. I almost put them all back down in here, but it would have filled up the the entire place.
You know, 8 kilometers a second looks just fine after I've been sitting on that ship for the past week.
Oh yeah, yeah. So did you get where you needed to go?
I'm about 1,500 kilometers away from the destination, maybe.
Oh, that's right. It's on an alt.
Yeah. Whatever that website is that says how far stuff is was completely wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How far was it supposed to be versus what it actually is?
It's probably close to 55,000, 50-something thousand.
And you said it was supposed to be 45?
47 or 42,000.
Well, that's only 7,000 or 8,000 kilometers off. That's like 10%.
I stopped at Chamash first to make a chip, and that was 10,000 more than it was said on the thing too.
Man. So now you got chips for everywhere, though.
There's a couple I don't, but anything important.
Anything important? Well, you can't. There's nothing at any one moon that you really can't get somewhere else, right?
There's a couple rare.
What do you use those for, though?
That's the thing. That's what I was just gonna say. You don't really use them for anything.
Yeah, I mean, and if you do use it, you're gonna use like 1/50th of a stack.
Mm-hmm. Very little. I was just doing it just to do it. But,
yeah. Just experience it. I want to do the same thing where I want to fly one of those distances.
My little nav ship that wasn't really meant for that went about 44,000 kilometers.
On the first fuel?
Yeah, without just one go, yeah.
So how did you
I stuffed it full of tanks.
Oh.
Yeah.
And did you stuff it full of ice and stuff, or how did you refuel it?
No refueling. I just have 216 million prop.
Oh wow.
And then like 30 some rods on the bottom bolted to it.
I suppose the point is to make a chip, move yourself a couple of kilometers, and then jump your cap ship to it.
Yep. Shamash was my first stop. Jumped and then refueled.
Yeah, I already stole one of your nav ships, Django. I stole it this morning because I wanted to play around making nav chips.
The damage gets safe zone ores and sells it to buy the other rares.
I mean, everybody needs absurd amounts of Bastium and Exorium. Approaching the safe zone border. We're there. Everything stayed connected. That's 3 jumps. I think, this is everything stayed connected.
Very nice.
we're gonna call that a whim.
Yeah, definitely.
Turn those off. Now you just need to put a reconstruction machine in here somewhere. I'd put it right here. Like you've got a conduit here. You might as well use this conduit you got stuck here. Well, now I'm kind of interested in where's your ship, Dirty?
It's right above us.
Okay. You mind if I come look at it?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm curious now too because I had a frame thing going on.
Yeah.
Just today is the first time in like 15, 16 jumps or so.
Yeah, this probably means it's not a bad thing, and it usually comes up with the same frame integrity. Oh wow, it is right there. I was trying to get my, I'm trying to get my ship parked as close to the station as possible. If that's the cure, then I may have some serious movings and beams, and mine is a complete mess. It wasn't as hard to fix as I thought it was going to be. Oh, get out. But I'm not an expert at this, so don't take my advice at all.
Dude, you're doing great.
This is 100%. I'm on the ceiling again. I'm
So let's see if it actually.
Let's see if I can look at it.
I think you have all the permissions.
Let's see. Well, let me. No.
Yeah, the frame failed again. So.
All right. I don't have permissions.
After,
I can't see. I can't see anything.
After this thing was sitting at Shamash for 3 or 4 days, I started getting this frame now.
Excellent. All right. Can you give me build and delete permissions?
Oh, I thought I did. Okay, hold on. 1 second.
So I think it's more than just the warp integrity. It's more than just that percentage, because you can actually have that percentage in the 90s, and the ship still has a. There you go. I got it. The ship will still have a failure issue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have loads of singles here.
Yeah, I had a bunch of extras.
Before I realized how important that was, I just did whatever. They might actually be hurt at what? Oh, I'm like, why aren't they loading? But because I haven't pushed the button.
Let's see.
All right, so these all look.
There's
all
probably
right.
a few spots that could be.
Yeah,
tweaked.
this here. See, dirty here, right above your front door.
Mm-hmm.
You see how there's 4, all of these singles in one spot?
It don't like that.
Well, what it can do is it can look at this long beam as a single long beam, because it can put a green line right through all of this, or it can do some combination of this being, you know, these two beams can be part of one, or these two. So you got to
just different on my screen,
right? Well, I think that's the math of it. So if you remove, if you just take these two out,
wow.
And let's see if
mine has a solid line through that entire beam all the way across.
That's crazy. But I mean, let's see. How do we keep it a solid beam? So
definitely do whatever you want. You can
do whatever I want. I'm gonna do what I want. All right.
It's been an experiment, honestly.
So if we put 2. Oh, I don't have any beams. I don't have any Baltium. So if you put two double ones there next to each other.
No doubles.
Yeah, the doubles. I think the doubles are they're super important because they allow you to move the connection point. So a double beam, like this is 2 single beams. And a double beam will have its green line end here in the middle of a double beam, which means if this beam can't line up with it, because its green line will be here, not over there. So it's pretty important on how you.
Would you say 2 doubles?
Yep, just like that. See, now it's perfect.
See, that's how it looked like on my screen a second ago.
Right, and this is how it should probably always look.
And now it looks different on mine.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks good.
What does it look like? Oh, it's an H.
Here, I'll just.
So the other thing to do is to put a double beam, replace these 4 singles here. I'm stealing these, and put 2 doubles there, and that should stop it from.
It's just
You just rip something out. Yeah.
Oops. What was that? 2 doubles right there?
Yep. Just put 2 doubles. It was 4 singles, but if we make it 2 doubles, I think that'll stop the Hing. Because the line should stop further back. There we go. What is your frame rating at? 82%. We'll just keep an eye on that. So what you want to look for is any place where it's not a nice clean connection like this. And like
yeah, it's crazy because you were seeing something different than I was.
See, this looks
So
okay.
I wonder when it decides to do what.
So here in this corner, Dirty, see how the green line ends here in the middle? Where are you at?
Oh god.
Yeah. All right. See how the green line ends here in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
If you switched this beam for 2 doubles, it would push that green line over to here, and it would not. Still can't switch, but your frame integrity improves because that green line is closer to the end of the beam. It seems like silly shit, but that's what the game. That's what the. That's what the game wants, is the green lines as close to each other, or as close to the end as possible, and this one stops essentially 2 blocks short.
Might help with that angled part too.
Yep, and the other thing to think about is how much overlap there is, because sometimes they'll see things as not connected if there's not enough of those boxes overlapping one another. It only needs to be like the equivalent of 1 square worth, but if they're not overlapped, then it doesn't like it. Like
That's crazy. This thing went for quite a while without any problems.
As soon as I started talking about it,
As soon as I wore back today from Chamash.
So, alright. I'm not going to look for, like, there's definitely places you can get your warp optimization higher, because you have a lot of 4s on the ends where you could do, like this beam, instead of being a 4, you would do a double beam and 2 singles, and then that would drag that line all the way to the end. You'd get another block and a half out of it. But there's going to be lots of places. There's going to be lots of places you can do that. So let's see.
It's so weird.
So as I look at these pieces, these devices, they're not actually connected to the frame anywhere.
Which is funny because that should stay connected forever.
Well, what disconnected?
Yeah, they're still connected. They're actually, nothing is disconnected.
It's not disconnected.
No,
but,
everything's good. It's just the frame thing is the only thing I've had today.
So what, I bet if you take this block out, it'll change it. See, now they're connected. At least this one's connected. Yeah, see that, like...
It's so weird.
It's so weird. What disconnected today?
No, nothing disconnected. It was just a frame issue.
Oh, it had the structural...
The frame integrity.
The frame integrity?
Yeah, everything's still connected.
So all you had to do was like log out and back in?
I tried that, didn't work. Usually that doesn't work. You have to like fly away and come back or something.
Interesting. So like... Yeah, I would... So you got there's no room to add beams here, because you could put beams around all of these. If you doubled up beams in between here, you could make it so all of these were essentially one big block, which the game does enjoy. All right, but I think they're okay because they're connected to one another. It sees them. I'm gonna put that block back on the end because it saw all of these as one big piece. The bigger the white square, the happier the game is. So I put that back on the end. It should align these back together, yeah.
Yeah, there's some different lines on each side. It's not symmetrical.
That's alright. This little
Which
square...
is funny, because I'm pretty sure I used the same beams in the same spots. Weird.
Yeah.
Wait, so this goes here.
Like this frame looks so... Your frame I'm running into stuff because I'm looking at this white boxes and not where I'm going.
Same.
Just crashing into stuff. It looks okay. I mean, there's a lot of places where you could obviously make the lines longer and try to get some of those kind of, see yours, you've got your thrusters touching each other, so it sees them as connected. Oh, but this one isn't. That's your reverse one. But it still sees it.
My cabin heat.
Your cabin heat. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of places where you could obviously just make all the green lines longer.
Right.
And you could have it with those H's and things being connected, because you have a lot of long beams that are.
This is not the same. Some of these lines are not the same as when I finished it last time. I know this line in particular went all the way across, and it does not now.
Which one? Where are you at?
It's so weird.
I can't find. Oh, there you are. I haven't even looked at the top. I should be looking from the outside in. It's so much easier to see once you from the outside of the glass. For whatever reason.
Yeah, it's actually it's like makes all the devices black.
So let's see.
Interesting.
A-Dub says his current theory is centered around you get no disconnects if you only have one connection point per conduit section. I don't know if that's a valid thing or not. I think I only have one, but I don't know if that.
All these devices on each side. There's two on these beams. There's a nexus on top and bottom on each of these sections.
So you doubled up the connections to try and.
Yeah, they're still connected right now.
Oh, I see them. I think what he's saying is one device connection per conduit. Like he only has one. Right. He's only got one nexus on any given conduit section.
Yeah. But I've had two for quite a while, and they're still connected.
So that might not be it.
Machine's on one with two. That one's got two. Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm looking at this. I assume this is a thruster, maybe. And like there's a beams all the. Oh, I think that's a thruster nozzle support is what that is. Like it's not connected to the frame at all. I don't know if it has to be, but it doesn't see it as connected to the frame at all. That looks good. Except, and I don't know if it makes a difference, but oh, here's probably a quick fix right here. Is that all that is? So where are you? You're right there. So the ends of those beams are one block too long. If they were one block shorter, they would join all of that into one big block. So
what's the line look on your screen? Let's see.
Where do you want me to look?
Look right at me.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks different on your screen than it does on mine. That's so weird.
It's that is strange.
I got a solid line all the way across.
Which one?
Let's see. Oh, you're fixing the other direction. Okay, yeah, those two stop there. Yep, okay. Yep. That looks the same. But that part where it stops in the middle, mine goes all the way across. That's weird.
Interesting.
That's odd.
That's just how this is. I don't know, yours looks pretty good. Like, I imagine there's some optimization to be done.
Yeah.
But everything looks like it's okay.
I stopped doing stuff to it when it didn't disconnect anymore.
I just said, yeah. Well, I mean, I would.
Like,
why mess with it anymore? If you're happy with the way it looks and it works, then don't mess with it. But I got stuck on that frame optimization thing. I was like, how do I get that higher?
Yeah.
And it seems.
I don't really like the way the overall ship looks. You know, the box pushing on. all around.
Yeah, that's why we did the
But-
boat. I'm gonna embrace that.
I got
Hold on a
plans.
second.
I'll make another one of these ships.
Oh, I have some ores here for some reason. Let me give you your.
Oh, you're good.
Well, I don't need them. That's for sure. They're stuck on your ship, so you can pick them all
That's
up.
true.
Like I can't use them at all.
Very true.
Just snag those.
Here beside you, waiting for a sign to begin.
Well, I'm sure, Damage, you eventually figured out how to make durability go up because your ships have insane durability. But yeah, it's like it's so close. When I look at these, they're so close to joining all this stuff together, but there's one square missing. There's one square missing right there.
Yeah, I think I'll go through there and
I think the idea is to
Solid.
just get rid of as many lines as possible. Join everything into boxes as best you can. And yours is laid out pretty well to do that. But you can't go. The box has to be square all the way around. You can't cut the corners off of it or it won't recognize it.
yeah, it's still right now. It has the frame is failing.
No, the frame is still failing?
Right now it is, yeah.
The frame is failing. Let's look out here. Maybe it's in
So
your
it's just
head.
doing, yeah.
So those corners all look. I mean, that's the only thing that really matters out here.
89.
I don't see any lines though. This might be the way I'm looking at it. There we go. There's some lines.
It's decent.
Yeah, I don't see anything weird about it.
Mhm.
It's got to be inside. Yeah, I didn't realize you were still getting that frame error. You should make a guide. I don't know what I'm doing yet. That's the problem with a guide is I don't know what I'm doing. I mean,
You've definitely figured a lot out, though.
yeah, people that watch video game guides get pretty adamant about it. So those
Get
are
mad
all.
if you steer them the wrong way.
Yeah, they do. They really, really do. So that's connected there. That's connected there.
That's just strange, man.
Well, I think there's going to be one of these connections that's separating some devices from the ship, and it might be being that we're getting different layouts. It might be on like mine looks alright. I wonder if I push that button if it fixes it. Since we're getting
Give it a shot.
different answers, and that would be interesting to know, because then you could look at yours and we could find where the differences are, and that's where the frame error is going to be. You'll have to give me a chip. I don't have any chips on me. I'll give it back, I swear.
Hold on 1 second here.
Yes, but where is the end? I can build one durability ship without any problems and way under normal bolt usage, and I can build ships with 500 or 1,000 durability. F. But the time I build this big sign, I don't know which. Azimuth Geth Yard. Nope, it definitely sees the structure as failing.
Interesting.
So let me give you
After
that
that
ship back.
trip,
What'd you do different?
nothing. I didn't do anything to this thing. Other than jump it to Shamash and sat there for like 4 days. 3-4 days.
Come on. Cannot drop items while in build mode. Alright, there you go. Pick that bad boy up. Alright, so let's
Who
take...
knows?
Who knows? Well, I see some I think it's got to be a... Hold on, come on, build mode. There we go. Let's see if we can figure this out. So I think it's going to be a connection, a frame. Something is there's not enough. There's not enough overlap, is what I'm thinking, for it to recognize something as being connected. Like
there's a lot of sense, honestly.
I don't know about that, but like if you look, this entire back, all four of, or I guess there's 6 back here thrusters. The only place they're connected to the rest of this frame is these 2 points and these 2 points on the floor.
That looks the same on my screen this time as yours, so that's good.
So what I think.
Let's see what's happening.
I gave you all the beams, but you might be able to put, without changing anything, you could add beams to these sides to like frame everything in, if that makes sense. Since you have nothing connecting the rear, the nozzles, and it may be. All right. So let's try one thing here. Like, where's that one spot that throws me?
Yeah, I'll put some beams down. You can have a few in your inventory.
So this and this, and we need. What did I pick up? I need a double and a single. I of course just gave you all the singles back. What do I have in my inventory now? I have a 4 and a single.
Here, I'll put some stuff down.
I lost you. Where are you? You up front?
Oh, I'm in the back here.
In the back. Oh, there's so many lines. It's
I gotta get rid of those.
It's so hard to see. Sorry, Death. What was on my cap? Actually, he said it did it before we messed up. We just I can't see anything. Oh my gosh. Are you sticking them somewhere? There they are, right in front of me. Okay.
I'll give you some doubles here.
Yeah, I need a double. I just need to drag a bunch of Baltium over. I think I used like 150 stacks of Baltium on Jongos. I thought that was funny. It was a lot. But
it's working at least.
Yeah, I think he could be happy with that. So if we do, I think we need to, in order to connect everything and to separate it all. I just want to see what that looks like with this turned on. So there you go. See, did it make a difference for you?
Yeah, it's compared to the other side here.
See, the top's not connected there. So if you pop this, and oh, this might be your problem. There's an individual block right here if you look close. See, there's one.
Did I forget something?
Well, I don't think you did. I think it's the way the beam segments all worked out. See this single square? If you bring up the lines, you'll see that it's not connected. There's no green line through it at all.
Yeah.
So just copy like we did on this side, and then we'll check it.
Interesting. I wonder if that's what that was like before on that side too. Then.
Well, I think this is a beam switching issue. This is because this bottom line could come all the way through, and it would no longer have this H. But I think the fact that you've got a single beam here with no green line in it essentially means that beam is doing nothing. In my head. Other than fuel usage, what difference does it make how many thrusters you have? So, when we run to the front, I'll show you A-dubs on his ship. There's a max volume percentage that it not only tells how fast you go, so the lower the max volume percentage, the faster your ship will go. I don't think it actually changes propellant usage, the number of thrusters, does it? I guess it might change propellant usage, but it lets you go faster or further, I think. But it also lets you push a bigger ship. So it's a thrust to mass ratio is what it is.
You got 3 doubles. Okay.
Yes, thrust to weight. That's exactly what it is. Thrust to weight. Yeah, I did 3. So if you look closely, the 3 doubles keep it makes it so they can't have any conflict in the corner. Because it essentially switches, it makes this a vertical. Yeah, the top has to be changed. Turns it into a double and a single on the top.
Double, single, perfect. All right.
But then that should, well, hopefully, if in theory that might fix the problem. Like I said, I haven't gone through this entire ship, but you see what we did there? How many lines we got rid of?
I like it.
Well
played, good sir.
So one more and it should fix all that up right there. Now you have this beautiful square instead of like 10 different sets of lines. So I think this is what we're going for. More so than, well, if you
experiment.
Well, if you look here and you figure this is the same layout as this next row of them, right? And look at the difference between the thruster, the fronts of the thruster and the nozzle supports. Look how much crazier that is.
That's a big difference, right?
Right? It's a big difference. And it's all because of the choice of which beams you use, which I never thought anything out. I was just cramming beams together to get the right length.
I was kicking around the idea of putting a thruster right here down where the lounge is.
Just right down the middle?
Yep.
Do you have space? Oh yeah, you do. It's 4 wide.
Fit, yeah.
And it'll tie all this together too. You could just drop it right in there, but then you can't get to the back anymore.
Yeah, which would be fine, but you know, all for speed.
It's all for speed. You're trying to get to 15?
I didn't really. I was content leaving it the way it was because it was kept working, but now that it's having this issue, you know, maybe I'll do it.
Alright, so you'll have to push the button. I don't have a chip, so I don't think it's doing anything for me.
It's just still got the frame. Interesting.
Does it still have the frame issue for you?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's see what else.
So I think it's those single squares that kind of throw everything off. Stuff that doesn't have a line in it is what you're looking for.
What was on your cap that followed me?
Oh,
the
the
bad
broken.
juju?
Yeah, the bad juju.
Yeah, man. It's infected. As soon as I park next to you.
I think. What time is it? 4 o'clock.
I'm just kidding.
Just don't get upset about it. That's all. It's just not a big deal.
No. Not at all.
Trying to think how. So this one should be the. You should be able to do the exact same thing. And get rid of.
No idea where you are now.
Oh, I'm back at the thrusters, trying to figure out this crazy thruster thing. This is a real.
It's a mess.
This particular spot is a bit of a mess. So, all right, what do we have to? Let's just start on the top here. So this is the. Oh, and I'm smashing into stuff.
Those lines make it hard to see what's going on.
Oh, it's so hard, but you kind of need them for this process.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I'm gonna take a
I'd
beam
have to
out.
move the conduits probably.
You're gonna yell at me.
Oh, maybe not actually. Actually, these are single.
So many singles.
Yeah, this is different from the top. This beam goes all the way across. On the top. That does too.
What am I looking at here? Oh, that's a...
It is the same.
Oh, I just deleted something. I didn't want to do that. What did I just... I just stole one of your devices.
Probably a window or something.
A thruster. I stole a thruster.
Oh.
I stole the entire thruster mechanism.
Oh, yeah, there's a giant hole. Okay.
Oh, it's the reverse thruster. It's your heater. I was like, well, I don't even know what I'm looking at. There. I meant to click a beam.
It's pretty packed in here, yeah.
I meant to click a beam, and in this nightmare of lines. This is how Django's was too, so don't feel too bad.
Oh, I don't feel bad at all, man. This thing is packed full of stuff. Like
It's
there's
tight.
Not, like, any room.
It's tight in here. You didn't waste much space.
Yeah, I was going for, you know, the least amount of mass possible.
Alright, we're getting close. So we need to... A lot of these will have to be 2s. I don't have any more 2s.
Oh. 1 second. Made a bunch.
I just need triple 2s up this side like the other ones did.
Oh, we're gonna have to turn these lines off.
I need a hotkey for that. Do you know about the white lines? Yeah, I do now. Xenon, tell us about the white lines. We've been attempting to learn white lines.
Yeah, we're just experimenting, you know. God.
Nobody ever talks about the white lines, they just talk about the green lines. Oh, well there's more to it than that. We've learned there's more to it than just if it's not white. I've learned a few things about none of this is these are all singles. How many singles did you build?
There was a lot. So I just kept using them.
I just kept doing it.
I mean, I knew about all this framing stuff, but I just used them because I was like, yeah, the line goes through it, fuck it, you know.
Yeah, there's a green line, close enough. Alright, let's see. I think symmetry is really the big thing, but you kind of have to delete the entire... You have to just tell yourself you're going to spend a minute and... I keep getting lost. And just take chunks out. You know, because you kind of have to delete big rows at a time as opposed to just trying to fix it like I am. I'm going to fix it, we're just experimenting, but okay, that's closer. Oh, there we go. How's that look now?
Oh, nice that it fits there. That's good.
It's not quite. We still got some shenanigans going on though. So let's do this. We need a 1 on the end. A 1 there. I don't think
Some more doubles in the hallway there.
those need to be there at all. Yeah, it's a headache for sure.
This thing was good for a long time.
And then
We
started talking it. And then we started talking about frames.
Yep.
And
As soon as I jump back here today.
which is crazy that it just started today.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do anything. It was just sitting parked at Shamash for a while.
The moon broke it? You keep trying to blame it on that moon.
Yeah, it's Shamash's fault for sure.
Oh, come on, snap into place. There. So many lines. That's how she's supposed to look. We're gonna trade this for 2 2s though. Yes, and that. Oh, don't do that. What the are you? Why are you?
Now it's too bad you do not see the happiness in your church that you find in the Jesus movement. I can understand why you would like to go to their meetings.
No, I want 2 2s. I can't. Oh, it's so hard to see.
No, it's ridiculous.
Let's
Put a
see.
window over here. Just stand up a temporary window to look through.
Oh, to look through?
Yeah. So you can get rid of all the machines.
What is that? That's like not even lining up. There it is. Yeah, the window trick is nice.
Yeah, there's 0 room for anything else in this area.
Yeah, there's
Pretty tight.
you've got no give at all here. I don't know how.
Yeah, it was good. It was good for a long time, Xenon, but now, just today, just boom. Frame issue all of a sudden, out of nowhere. So weird.
Yeah, you've not
My
had.
frame's been so good.
You've not had any disconnecting issues either, have you?
It's still everything's still connected, other than the thruster
That I took apart, that I stole for a minute. I didn't mean to steal it. It just happened.
The frame's been good since
Since you put it in.
way before we were at Magellan. Like, it's been a long time actually for the frame.
Why do you not want to go in there? Oh, so many singles. We need a single. Now we need one of those. Now we need a single.
No,
See, here's... Huh? What the... Oh, this tank goes underneath this. Okay, so those aren't. Never mind. That's not a thruster. That's part of that tank. That's. All right, I'm trying to connect 2 things that'll never connect. That's part of the issue. Those things will never ever connect because they're in 2 separate planes. One is vertical and the other's horizontal. I'm trying to jam things together that are never ever gonna. They're never ever gonna go to there. Alright, but I should be able to put one.
Yeah, these tanks stop a frame from going through there.
Yeah. What am I looking at? What the fuck? I can't. Oh, I can't see anything. Where am I now? I got lost. There's that tank. I literally got lost. That goes there. This goes there. Now it should make an eye shape. There's the eye shape. My current headache is plating. I hate plating. Yeah, the what's it called? The frame. Oh, what is it called when you have to put plates on the outside? It's not the frame integrity, it's the other one.
Oh, you're plating.
Yeah, that thing.
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, the whatchamacallit. You got it. Alright, where's the nexus?
Your effective shell rating.
A shell rating, right? Alright, where's the nexus for this thing?
It's on the other side.
Is it above it or below it, or where the is it?
I don't know where you are. Is it the one in the way
It's your
up?
heater,
Oh,
the one that
reversal.
points
Gotcha.
inside.
That one you have to go back here.
Okay.
I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna redo this Nexus, but the ship worked. So like I said, now I'll just leave it.
All right. Well,
You
we
just gotta walk around over here. I got it here. Just go all the way around to connect a thruster. There we go.
So this needs to be one longer. That one doesn't need to be there. That one doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, this was all thrust to weight, so that's why it's jam-packed.
Yeah, it makes sense.
For speed. All the speed.
Can we put one there? Does that? I don't think it will, because it can't go tight against that. I was thinking, yeah, this is going to stop us from... maybe not. Come on. Oh, you put some more beams in the middle. Just found him with my face. Thank you. Literally just found him with my face as I was flying through the middle. If we take this one off and replace it with a 2 this way and this way.
Yeah, I think when I put those in there last time I was doing this, it lowered the rating.
We're at 85 now. We've gone up 2.
Nice. Nice.
All right, so
many
now,
variables.
right? There's so much stuff. All right, so what is this? This is oh, that's just a nozzle. So we don't need this or this. That just throws things off. Or that. Now it should tie those together anyways. Oh, no, not with that one there. Alright, there's that. We're slowly getting there. 2, 3, 4. My wife is texting me. Give me 1 second, I gotta step away. Got, be a dad for a second. Hold on.
Well, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, and she warbles as she flies. She'll never say cuckoo till the 4th day of July. Well, for working, I'm too lazy, and for begging, that's too slow. Train a robin.
For sure, Django.
So gamble, did I go? Jack of diamonds. Well, I've known you of old. You robbed my poor pockets of their silver and their gold. Heading out on 10 Killer Mountain. I'm gonna build me a still. I'll sell ya 2 gallons for a $5 bill. I would go to Montana If I've written your book, love, you just blot out my name. And the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies. She'll never say cuckoo till the 4th day of July.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I have, I don't know if you know, I have 3 daughters, and 3 teenage daughters. And it's Friday, so everybody wants to be everywhere today at the same time. We're trying to figure out how to get everyone there. All right. From what I'm looking at, all of our... Do we still have the shell? Do we still have the frame error?
Yeah. Let me check again just to make sure.
Your frame optimization is climbing, is skyrocketing. Every little fix here.
I think I was at 83 before.
Yeah, you're at 86 now.
Yeah, it still has the error. I mean, we could gear into the ship. That'll probably fix it again, but what's causing it, right?
My condolences. I have 4, and I too am glorified taxi driver. Yeah, so I have one daughter that is currently at a soccer game an hour from here with my wife. And I have 2 more that are both trying to be somewhere at the same time, and that somewhere is an hour apart from each other. So, it's just... What, are you shooting? What the hell? Oh, that's hilarious. It's just floating in front of you. It's like you're shooting yourself in your crotch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so look at my screen and then shoot.
I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo.
Oh, you picked it up. It was connected to your crotch and you were firing it. It was not in your hands. It was you had a fully automatic crotch.
There we go.
All right, so let's look at this side. We've got an issue here. So if we stop this with a 2, get rid of this completely. 3, is there a single here? 4. Why don't you want to go there? There. I love when it shows that you got an error, you can't put it down, and you figure it out, and it's just your head in the way. Like, damn it. Alright, so there's a problem. Get rid of that guy. I know this is painful to look at, but it's just kind of the nature of this process. Which I didn't even know was a process yesterday. I did not know this was a thing until... Oh, there's the problem. That piece is the problem. That's stopping it from making an eye. Now it should be an eye shape. There it is. You're just trying to make boxes out of lines.
It's
Okay.
just confusing because it was good for so long.
Well, not only that,
Like,
the confusing
like 2
part...
months.
Oh yeah, for you it's confusing? For me it's confusing because you have crammed 50 pieces of equipment into, like, you put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bucket.
Yeah, for sure. It's like working on a modern car.
You don't work on modern cars, you just take... Yeah, it's plastic covers.
Everything's jam-packed.
Yep.
Stuff you don't need.
Actually, you know what's funny is my... I don't know, I guess it's been 6 months now. 6 months ago I bought a Volkswagen. And it isn't jam-packed under the hood. Like, you can... I don't know how familiar you are with cars, but I can actually see all the way down the back of the engine, which you never can do on a car. Like, if there were a distributor back there, I could see it, and that's just not something like I can... on new cars, that's impossible. Alright, so we've made... the bottom here is not connected for whatever reason. More twos. You got some more twos? I just used an endless amount of these things. I didn't realize how important the twos were. They come in super handy. I've got lots of singles, which I
Like 6 of them over here.
let's see. We can probably use some singles. You're gonna put them right where I ram into them, coming back again.
It's the only place I can put them right there.
Oh, you got to be
Yeah,
careful,
but
like
it's
right-clicking in here.
Exactly.
All right, so let's see. This looks better. This one looks good. This back one we have to work on. I mean, they're okay. I would like to connect them, but they do look okay. I need a window. I need to go outside. I'm gonna take this window out and put it back in.
Yeah, just take it out. Yeah.
This looking through the windows trick is. So
Nice.
at the end, I'm seeing at the end of your. Oh.
Which one you looking at?
At the end of the arms holding up your hanger is a
Those
single.
are kind of like through the zone or whatever.
Yeah, well, because they're through the zone, there's a single on each end. I don't know if
put a 2 there.
Well, I think all you have to do is stick one on top, like that.
Just made a bigger box.
Sort of. Because they're in another zone, it only sees it as it sees them as completely separate things. But now
Right.
there's no green line is the problem. There wasn't one. I mean, you can fix that however you'd like aesthetically, but at this point I'm not worried about aesthetics. We're just trying to get it to function again. Once we understand this process a little better, Mustuga is not here. Sometimes Mustuga is here. Mustuga is often in here. So those look fine. I'll be so pissed if that's the fix. It's just the 4 little squares on the corners. But to be honest, what's your frame integrity at now?
Go check here. Let me see.
Oh, I guess I can look. 87. We're still climbing. I bet you could hit 90. You have a lot of places where you could extend those green lines. Uh, 5 o'clock, 2 hours and 19 minutes. I'm gonna probably have to cut today short a little bit. Now that my wife is giving me instructions. Oh yeah, we're looking much better now. Oh,
86.
86. It went down. Oh, that's because I missed.
86.
I missed this one, which made it worse. It's so funny how one block
Yeah, it changes everything.
can make everything. Yeah, it should go back up to 87 when I do this.
It's a line there. You got the other 3 too. Okay.
Yeah. So now there's
it's at
lines.
86.
Oh, I show 87. That's funny.
Interesting.
My wife, she knows I hate texting. I hate texting when there's like more than just a sentence to say. Because I have to. Oh, I see something that's not connected. Neither one of the central nozzle supports have any green lines around them. Do you see those?
Gotcha. Yep. Let me take a peek here.
You should just have to put something above and below it, or even just probably one or the other to get them at least connected. It looks so much better already.
Yeah. That frame thing could just be that existing bug that's been there forever with, all these ships.
I thought mine had it though, and it was just my not understanding how it worked. There's also a disconnect now in the middle.
Yeah.
That's probably a big deal actually. The way your ship is built, those two being missing.
Let's see, that is in the middle.
It's where we
kind
were.
of in the middle.
This here.
Oh, right by the front here. Is that the one you're looking at? By the stairs?
This here.
Let's see.
That line no longer went all the way through. Now it goes all the way through.
Oh, the top has the beams that go all the way. The stairs is where these other ones stop. So that's what that stoppage is. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been looking at the stuff on the top yet. I haven't looked at these at all. This one's got an extra something.
Let's just put a brick on the pedal and send it into the moon.
It's not that bad.
I'm just kidding.
Alright.
Brick the pedal.
We got a connection there. Oh, there's something disconnected here in the middle. Something is disconnected here. Sometimes they will not click into place. It sees something wrong and it will not put a beam there. And I don't understand sometimes what, like, it just shows the purple outline instead of letting you put a beam down.
Oh, was that next to one of the machines right here?
Yeah, this one would not put a line through, and you end up just taking a bunch of pieces out and starting from the end and it'll work, but I'm assuming there's like a micro oh, that looks better. There's like a gap that it doesn't, so it doesn't think the piece will fit in there.
Right.
Okay. And what about this side? This side already looks good. Do we still have the error? Like, I still see it.
I checked a few minutes ago, but I'll check again.
I don't know. I can push a button. So we've actually gone down and... We're at 86. I'm at 86 again.
Still at 87.
You're at 87? No, it's so strange. Why don't we, you know what, I'm going to main menu.
Me too, actually.
And then we'll see if that changes any.
Give it a couple seconds maybe, and then
Yep.
jump back.
Yep. I'll have to take off here in the next 10 minutes or so now that I have an extra daughter to drive around. Oh, it's going to be fun.
Oh, now we got everything's disconnected.
Really?
I have one thruster. 234% capture, max volume.
Everything disconnected?
Mm-hmm.
Everything, your frame actually looks great now.
Check the, interesting.
Oh, the back changed. Oh, see? Your thrusters in the back are totally different. And I didn't touch those.
No, it's...
See, so that's a frame switching issue like we were talking about before. See how it totally re-evaluated how those left frames are connected. And those left thruster nozzles are connected.
Oh, we're on the right track, I think, because
the fact that everything disconnected doesn't surprise me when you're messing with as much beaming as we are.
Yeah.
Am I at the back? Where the hell am I? I'm on the side. Like, where am I?
We'll get this figured out for sure.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it looks better. I don't know if that's what the game wants, but... Oh, this beam isn't connected to anything either. I don't know if that matters. But it's white. I doubt that's the problem, but... These thrusters in the back make me question. All the other thrusters seem to have stayed Oh, nope, there's definitely one change right here. We have one beam switcheroo. That should not be there.
Oh, was there a beam, extra beam?
There was an extra square on the top there. Alright, now they see this. Alright, so I think the issue here is it's going to be this beam and this beam. If we, can I squeeze down in here? Yep. If we do two twos, let's do two doubles.
Deuce, deuce.
Oh, I don't know how that plate's gonna work.
That one is
Oh, I'm out of doubles again.
changed a lot. Okay.
I changed a lot. What?
No, the frame is just so much different now.
Got some doubles. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Probably have to do the same thing to the other side to keep this from. Now they shouldn't be able to mix. There's a little connection weirdness on the other
Doubles
side.
all the way up.
I
Doubles,
don't.
okay,
I
gotcha.
don't know what the. Yeah, the doubles all the way up. Now we've got singles back here. Is this problem? We can make a.
Alright, got rid of those plates. Okay.
So if I put a single on the end.
Doubles all the way up there. Okay, I'll put these in.
And then some fours.
Oh, gotta make more doubles.
I didn't think doubles would be all that great, but they come in super handy. Come on, go where you wanna go, where you gotta go.
I can make 100 and more. So.
I don't think you'll need that many, but you go through them fast. There we go. That's what it should look like.
Can we connect these though? Like where I'm standing?
So what we can do is you have to. We can just put singles across here.
Yeah.
Singles will cause this to be longer, and then they're connected. So like that. And then in the bottom here.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's gonna do. Yeah.
There.
Sweet. Still have singles on you. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I still have singles. Like this line could be longer, but I don't think it can switch.
They look a little different. But
Yeah, that's because I didn't take this one on the left apart. Like this needs.
Oh.
If I do this, we do 2 doubles under here.
Oh, you did that other side like that. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I did the other side.
Alright.
2
Alright.
doubles, and then we turn it up, crank it up, like that.
There we go. Now it's looking very similar.
And then
Except
this.
the line doesn't go like across.
Yep,
on the
hold
top.
on. Yep. Yeah, we did it a little different. And that's the thing is if like you do one side a different order, it does the calculation differently. So I did a single and then a 4 and then a 4 and then I did 3 singles in the middle. 2, 3. How's so now? Well, now it's weird. So it's not the same.
Looks the same on my screen now.
Oh,
both
really?
sides.
Mine looks all wonky.
This on here by the couch, the one side stops.
Yeah, so like.
Oh, it's because there's no beam right here. That's why. There's no needs to be a single right here. Hold on. Now what happens?
It's
Okay,
like
that fixed that one.
it's like a game.
Yeah, totally. It's a puzzle. It's like a.
It's a really
Combination lock.
twisted, terrible game. It's a game that is no fun, but you can't stop playing it.
Okay, you just put all those in. Let's see.
Looks good
I
to
think it
me.
looks a lot better. Yeah.
This side, I have to do the bottom of this side to make it the same. Ugh, it just involves taking all the long ones out and reorganizing them a little bit. So we do a 1 and then a 4, and we do the same on the other side with a 1. Oh, I really gotta go. Like, I can't stop, it's so bad. This is like the SSC to me. This is as interesting. This is more interesting, the SSC. My biggest problem with the SSC is I struggle to move around. I don't have that problem here because it's the same as I always play. All right, now they look good.
Yeah, it's a lot better than it was.
Now we only pray that. See, I
just keep doing that here for the rest of the ship, and a lot of those, similar thing to a lot of this.
It's a lot of just switching long beams for shorter beams. Please tell me the frame's fixed though, because it looks great. We're at 88% integrity.
Very nice. Oop. Wrong button. Yeah, that did fix the frame.
It did?
So yeah, what is just that back part?
So here's my thing is your entire ship is connected off these 2 central beams.
Mm.
So if those back ones reorganize, so that they're like, if we come all the way to the back here.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I remember you were saying that.
Let's see what is going on. Something's here. Something's not right. These ones need.
Let's see.
So there's 2 singles here. Let's see if I have a double.
Oh. Gotcha. Oh, we didn't do that side, did we? Okay.
Oh yeah, this whole thing needs fixed. You can do that. But yeah, I didn't fix this one. So that one's still a mess.
The frame at least.
Yeah, fix the frame. It fixed the frame, but it's not like the other side. So what happens is your entire ship is connected off these 2 beams, left and right. There's no other connection points on the outsides at all. So if these reorganize so that this isn't connected, this one square isn't connected of overlap here, then it's gonna say the frame's not in one piece.
How about this over here, like you were saying earlier?
Where?
I don't have frames along the corners on the outside here.
Right. Yeah, I think you could probably put a couple in. It might
spread the weight down a little.
I don't know about how it determines weight or those sorts of things, but when it's looking for if for some reason these lines reorganize, it's still connected somewhere else, if that makes sense. It's just a redundant point because everything is based off this spine down the middle.
What is different on this side? This one's not.
So this one here, I didn't redo these thrusters. I didn't go through and fix the beams on them at all.
Oh, gotcha.
So
yeah,
this is probably a good practice. What you do is you just take everything off the top and the bottom, and you put a single on the corners, and then work your way in so it's symmetric.
Yep.
And then when you get to the middle, you just cram singles in to make it work.
I think that helped a lot. Nice work, dude.
That's
very nice.
Well, we're at 88%, and we started at 83, so we gained 5%.
And the frame apparently is liking what we're doing, so that's good.
Well, and I think you could pick a few more if you went through it. Every place there's like the line doesn't go all the way to the corner. Then
it's strange. It never happened for like 2 months.
Yep.
Like, and all of a sudden.
Yep. But now the ship looks good now. I think there's still probably some places that could be. You could clean them up, but I think you're in good shape now. All right. Well, I got to take off. I'm gonna take my little tiny car. And I think it's a car point. I asked Kai if he would rename my alt character to something name convention, so I now have Farpoint and Waypoint.
Nice.
I think the next one's going to be Hardpoint. Chinko Chagas. So, that's why I named I made a corporation. It's called Point Cloud. Just a whole bunch of different points.
Like it.
Yeah, I should probably invite people to join my corp, but there's no reason. Like, the corp doesn't do anything at this point. So, like, we can still all interact without a corporation. It doesn't. I guess it gains you corporate chat is all.
No problem, Django.
You're welcome, Django. Thank you so much for your help, Dirty. That was
mostly you, honestly, on his cap ship. And thanks for the help on this one.
I learned a lot. That's the biggest thing. I'd like to look at a few more and see how people's frames, people that are having disconnecting issues, how their frames look, and maybe we can learn something about it. And that also gives you an idea of how to build a better cap ship in general from the beginning. You know what I mean? How to think about where the equipment has to be. Because I'm planning on building an absolutely enormous capital ship just as a project. And I think knowing more about how to frame it is going to be super important. Why are we in slow mode?
Probably build one that looks good.
Yeah, did I show you the picture of the one that I want to make? Like it's
Yeah.
it's sickeningly enormous. But I think without knowing how the frame works, it would never fly. It would just be another station.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Did you ever see the old school train cap ship?
No.
It was massive, dude. It had like cars, you know.
Oh, it was like a train. It was like a train.
Like an old school train, yeah.
So,
Engine.
today's stream did not go like I planned. I had planned on just working on duplicating what we did yesterday onto the other side of the ship, but I didn't touch a single piece. Instead, we worked on Django's and Death Sun's ship, which I actually enjoyed probably better. But I really have to take off, so I will see you guys. It will not be tomorrow. I have a long soccer day tomorrow, so probably Monday we'll see you guys for Praxis session. So normal time, we'll do PvP. If you're around in-game, get yourself onto the player test universe and bring yourself to the Robar PvP station and come out and shoot at each other. So until then, you guys take it easy, take care, don't work too hard, and we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.